Hi, welcome to Paris. So, today I share with you one part of my story, especially the part when I moved to Paris, because I think it's a very strange story. So, I have my notes because it's a little long story and I need my note. But one day I make anything without my notes. So, I always dreamed to live in Paris. I grew up in the French countryside, and for me, Paris was just my dream. But the problem is that Paris is very expensive. So I don't know. For me, Paris was just impossible. But I always knew that my story would begin in Paris. Hey. Then I wanted to become an actress, and when you live in France, Paris is the only city where you can be successful in cinema. So Paris was my only option. But unfortunately for my studies, I had to go to Marseille. It's another French city, but Paris is here, Marseille is here. And so after my studies, I moved again to find work. I was offered a permanent contract, but always still opposite side of Paris. So I accepted, of course, but I thinking I could take advantage of the opportunity to save money for a few years and after go to Paris with my economy. But the things didn't go as planned. Yeah, absolutely not. I found myself unemployed just a few months later and without reason. So, not today, I don't know what. But okay, that's not a problem. I'm in Paris now. So, I looked for work for 6 months in vain. And I was thinking about Paris, but at only 20 years old and without job, um, it's just impossible, really. But you see, so just one night, I decided to pull out a deck of cards. Yeah, it's tarot cards to be precise. And so that night in my room, I was truly at my lowest point, really. I remember crying, I remember crying, and I remember drawing my card. And I have two possibilities. The first reading, would reveal my future if I stay in this city I was in, sorry. And the second possibility would reveal what would happen if I decide to return to my parents' house. And in my mind, I only knew that the second option also mean Paris because at my parents' house, I would find a work and save money for Paris, but it's just in few years. And so I take my card and I closed my eyes, I prayed and drew a card. And the second option card, it, the one that represents Paris for me, it's just was a woman holding a dagger and placed on the map of France. And I will let you guess which city the daggers was on. It's Paris. I called my parents at 11 p.m. to tell them I was coming back, and my father said, "What? You tell me at 11?" And I say, "Yes." 1 month later, my bags were packed for the move, and my phone rang. a friend suggested we go to Disneyland Paris for a few days. Of course, I say yes. And we made a day tour through Paris because one of your friends lived there. And I simply told her how lucky she was to live in Paris because it's my dream. And at the moment, I just thinking that she's the most lucky girl in the world. And 2 days later, this friend who live in Paris sent me a message to say her cousin was moving out and his apartment was available. And I played, and by some miracle, I don't know, I got the apartment. And this was just amazing for me because one evening, while I was crying and praying in my apartment, I drew this tarot card, and the card predicted Paris, and just 2 months later, I was officially a Parisian woman. And this is so amazing, I think, because I don't know, it's just like a sign of the, I don't saying that in English, but maybe God's. And yeah, at this moment, it was just so amazing for me. And now I live in Paris um, until 9 months, I think, and I would like work to cinema. I would like the world. I am very ambitious, and I live my best life. And it was just it's just amazing. And the cinema is not good for the moment, but I would like become the most famous actress and writer in the world. I want the world, and with you I do it. Yeah. So see you soon in Paris for another video. And of course, I'm so sorry for my English, for my notes, for my pronunciation. But please be cute with me and help me. Oh, and of course, you can follow me on my social network. I share all my life in Paris, and when I say all my life in Paris, it's all my life in Paris. My reading, my outfits, my wigs, all my life. And of course, this account is especially in English to practice my English. So bye, and see you soon in Paris, of course.